Welcome to the developer stream. I am Kaya, the community manager at Trailmakers, and this is...
Bob,
Who is?
the designer.
And we're here today to hear about the thoughts whilst developing Trailmakers, and also to play the Stranded in Space campaign.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes stuff with the real developer guy.
But maybe we should just dive into it.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
You're the driver today. Today's driver is and while you this one. Yeah, you get mouse and keyboard to play with today.
There we go.
And we start a brand new game. Stranded in Space. Hello, Mira and Ayela. It's so good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Random Stranded in Space or Stranded in Space 2.0 when? We can't disclose stuff like that, Flamio. You know that.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
that.
we don't know anything. Sorry. When are you gonna make a multiplayer server, says Kinko. We also cannot disclose any of this information.
I think you can make your own multiplayer server and just play it. As far as I know,
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be. We spend a lot of time making all this physical stuff be online and multiplayer. That's our thing, kind of.
Our thing.
Our thing. Multiplayer physics.
Good luck, guys, and go for the magnet. It's the key, I know, because I am pro. Okay, your character's the pro. But we are here also for the...
He figured it out.
Yeah, like spoiler alert. Major spoiler alert. Actually, we are also here for anybody who's new and who is actually interested in finding out how to actually start playing the game and learning the ropes. Because once you've unlocked Stranded in Space and you kind of figure out the basics to that, then you can go and enjoy all the rest of it, which is basically where a lot of the magic also happens.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's where people go nuts and do build challenges on here as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, let's start playing. This is you. Well, actually, this is
you.
this is me because this is the character. So, okay, first of firsts. How can, like, what were your thoughts about, like, the different builds? Because, like, one looks more female-oriented, one looks more male-oriented when you go into customization.
Yeah, I think there's, like, a lot of...
It's a unique...
It's important to have both sexes in there, right?
Yeah, and it's also kind of unique, because you can sort of go with also just body type.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can customize, you can buy the hat pack and get a new hat for yourself if you like to go online and show off, you know. So there's a lot of those kind
Should
of...
we customize it just real quick to make it like fun for this series? Then you can choose the colors if you wanna.
That's important.
Yeah, maybe we even have a hat. I don't know if I actually have the...
Oh, helmet.
Or a helmet. Or
that hat.
That hat.
That's beautiful,
The
right?
chicken head. It's
Let's
cute.
see what we got.
You decide. Oh, you're the driver.
All the choices. Wow, there's so many in here. I haven't seen all of these before. Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Oh, it's looking amazing.
Oh, this is really nice.
Is chat saying.
Oh, thank you. I
aside-
do my best.
And also you too, Kaya, but I mean, look at Bo. And then the monkey emote. Sorry. That's Alejandro's.
I like this top hat.
I like the top hat too, but I think we could do like let's do some like can we make a brighter color for the suit? I love bright colors.
Yeah.
I mean that color is
That matches pretty well, I would say.
it's pretty much me.
Well, maybe it's like gonna match the hat with the some sort of like this, maybe.
You decide.
Oh,
When a woman says that.
This is perfect. Yeah, it's
Chef's
up to
kiss.
you. Yes.
Chef's kiss.
So the first thing you get in Stranded in Space, which is why Stranded in Space is a good place to start, is that you get the tutorial, or you get the possibility of having an instruction vehicle. And it's sort of, say, pull out a seat, pull out this block. It's kind of like introducing you to the whole builder mechanic.
And how you change stuff in there.
And how you change stuff. And also something that, this is a little bit embarrassing for me to admit, but when I first started playing Trailmakers a long, long time ago, and I built my first car, I put hinges both on front and back wheels. Because, I don't know, my mind just thought that...
I could have totally seen myself do that.
And I think I'm not the only one doing that. But
what happens when you do that?
It doesn't really make any... Like, it becomes like a really bad car.
It's hard to basically steer.
I can try and do it, actually.
Yeah. Well,
like
demonstration is always better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, show it, don't tell it.
Like, look.
Okay.
Oh,
you need to connect it, though.
Here.
Oh,
Like
oops.
Oh.
Okay.
Change the camera.
That you can change the camera view also.
So now we have a car that sort of goes like this.
Oh my god.
This is really stupid, right? And you're like,
Yeah, that's a stupid car.
And it took me a little while to actually realize how a car actually works, right? Because it's totally like in real life. They don't have hinges on both front and back wheels. They only have them on front wheels, and that's a good reason.
And that's
for
the
that.
ones that you use when you steer.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Explanation to
And
hinges.
I think that's part of the reason why Trailmakers can be a little bit hard to get into, because there's sort of logical rules that you maybe should know, but
some of us do not know.
But you have to realize it.
I think I will eventually figure that one out, because I did take a driver's license.
But then once you start building an airplane,
then I have no clue.
No, and then I learned a lot.
Spoiler alert: airplanes.
May happen. But now we have our first vehicle. As you see, have to point this out. We have one power core.
One power core,
which is enough
basically
for
one engine.
Yeah. So
see, I didn't realize that the very first time I played this, I was like, "What is a power core?"
Yeah, you have to learn that as well. But you figure it out soon enough, I think. So now
I figured it out when Holm told me, and I was like annoyed that I couldn't move.
So now we get a little intro flight to our happy computer.
You have survived. The corporation will dispatch a rescue ship, but require you to leave the atmosphere of your current planet. Fortunately, your cargo can be repurposed as building blocks. Build a functional spacecraft by salvaging the scattered contents of your cargo. Once you have located a piece of cargo, place it underneath a recovery drone to extract the building block it contains. Please note that not all building blocks will be suitable for the spacecraft, but they can be used for local transportation purposes. Good luck.
So what is going to happen now? Is that in the horizon I spot? Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Luckily I can just repair my vehicle and get back on there. So this is a piece of salvage.
You press R to repair.
I press R, yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. This is something that I didn't realize after I played, I think the very first time I played Trailmakers, and I am a total noob playing this game. I'm not even lying, I am. I didn't even realize that the controls were visible to me the entire time on the left side.
Players, you know, what can you do? You're writing everything on the screen and they're like,
computer gamer.
What button should I press?
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's I'm the exact same thing. I don't read what's right in front of me, and I think that's very like you get absorbed in what's on the screen and what's in the game world, not what the sort of.
So this game is not putting it right in your face. It's more like a nudging sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? A good trick I want to tell you is that if you turn the camera and press repair, then your car will turn the same way.
Which is such. That's
really easy
such
to
a
turn
good
your
trick,
car sometimes.
especially when you have to steer it into the beam.
Exactly. So now we have a little this car. I built this car for you, actually, as a designer, and you can sort of see that it's made to push this little thing here. But what will actually make it easier to push this thing, I leave that to the player to discover, is to just do this, duplicate it, and sort of make a little
corner.
Shovel.
Fork.
A fork. That would be the correct word.
Fork that.
Fork that, you know. Alright, I'm forking it. So, going into, and then of course I need to put it into this beam. And it says, in front of me, I'm getting a power core.
And a save.
And a save.
Until you're in there,
and I already unlocked
5%.
5% because I already had some blocks. So now I have another power core, and the game tells me I would like some stronger engine.
This is the first time they tell you that the power core is actually an engine.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But once you get it, like, and you go into builder, like you've been prompted with it. So now I have 2 engines, more speed. You can kind of feel that it's going a little bit stronger, faster. And so from here, it's kind of up to the player where I want to go. You see, there's a tunnel, there's a way going that way, there's up there. So that way you can sort of do what you want, kind of, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of know.
You kind of know a fun way to go around it, so you can actually unlock the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I see chickens.
Oh, chickens. There's not a lot of life in this world, I must admit. I wish there were more animal life and stuff like that, but we do have the chickens. And their main function is to just stand around there, and you know, you kind of know what you want to do to them, right? It's mean, But it's what you want to do.
Make some nuggets. Ah,
Got it.
plus 10.
Got it. Alright, so up here, there's another block.
It's a salvage block.
I actually can't remember what's in the block. It's been a few years since I made it. The wedge. The wedge is actually a really good block. I want to show you this because...
I think this is exactly the route that I took when I played it.
Yeah, see, I know.
Yeah?
You could have taken all of the routes, but you took this route.
I took the one you took.
So
So maybe I'm better at the game than I think I am.
I think you may be. But one thing you may not have noticed is this little toggle here saying aerodynamics.
Oh yeah, I actually did.
Alright then. But if you toggle that, you can see how much resistance of
Air.
right? And this block that I'm about to get is the wedge block.
And that's
it
heavy
lowers-
because it's big.
It lowers the friction. So I just need to get it down to the beam. And it's nice because it's bouncy and rolly.
And also because it's actually, is the map not also made so actually there's a good chance it might roll almost down itself when you go from the top? Because I feel that
It's kind of hard to not get it down there.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
of course because I'm such a nice guy and I want you to make it...
the curves
I
are
want
made.
you to have a good time, especially
Yeah.
here in the beginning, right? So
Yeah.
so I kind of try to make it a little bit easy for the player to... wow, that's cool.
Yeah, this is a regular playthrough, guys. We do not discuss glitches as developers in this playthrough. It's a no-no.
No? There's no glitches in our game anyway, so it's perfect. So
It's perfect!
so what do you mean? I'm just getting it done here.
Oh, and this is the hard part, because the first time I did this, I didn't figure out the fork system.
Yeah, you have to...
So I basically spent an hour trying to get it in the beam, and then I got frustrated.
It can be hard.
Because I'm dumb like that.
Yeah, you have to think a little bit creative in
also,
this game, right?
You
have to
could
be,
make the fork wider for this.
What an awesome suggestion. Let's do it right away. That's actually not bad thinking. Just gonna do it like this. Of course, this will make it a little bit slower since, you know what just happened? It just rolled in there right by itself.
Wow.
That's perfect. Thank you, game.
Thank you, game. Perfect design.
Perfect design.
You build the
Who
idea
made
and then
this?
the game is
It's
like,
amazing.
nailed
It's
it.
amazing. I know what you want to do. That's how I am.
So we actually have a really good question. Do you sometimes even want to play this game when you're on vacation?
Sometimes, but you know, to be honest, there's a lot of games out there, and when you sit an entire day looking at the same game, you kind of
we
want to
also
play a different game when you are.
This is one of the perks that we actually have here. Well, not of like we don't have any other perks, but one of the perks is you get to play your own games as much as you want because you have to be the expert on them.
Exactly. So
we actually get to also play in our work
more
time.
than play it, I enjoy looking at it.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm really amazed by people doing speedruns in this game.
Yeah.
That's so nice to see people who sort of found the most optimal way to play it.
Yeah.
Of stuff that I didn't even think of myself, right?
Yeah, when people basically takes ownership of the knowledge of the game.
That's really amazing.
And I know that Holm also likes to see how people react in the game.
So there's another headlamp.
Oh, this one was also so good because
Just
the
go
first
like
time I
this.
played this,
Yeah.
did you design it so that you knew that you're gonna find the headlamp as it going to start going darker or?
Like there's a dark cave here, right?
Yeah.
And there's a headlamp up there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people may be a little bit, oh, it's dark, it may be scary, so I'm gonna do something else from the beginning. But then you find the headlamp, and then you're like, nah, I'm ready.
Exploration
I'm
mode.
ready. I'm ready for the darkness, right? So, slam that on there.
Good use of skin DLC plus points. Does the skins help? Asks Holm. Skins always help.
Of course. How can it
It
not?
makes you a better player, right?
You feel better if you look
Yeah.
better, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like we know.
Like we know.
Okay.
Obviously.
Captain Clyde says, glitches are fine sometimes for showing the bi-weekly challenges, but for teaching people basic of stranded in space, glitches would be pointless, and I agree. This is a discussion we've also had in our game Discord, because I am trying to gather some... I'm actually making an FAQ for your game.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
For new players, because it is a hard entry game.
Yeah.
I have experienced this myself, so maybe you could actually like spare some thoughts on the thought process of not this is not a complete. It is so open that it is also that also makes it harder to get the grasp of in the beginning, especially if you're not a big engine vehicle physics kind of.
Yeah, so for instance, as I mentioned earlier, like showing the player where it's a good place to place the wheels is a good place to sort of show how it works. And we have the same thing throughout the game because you find different blueprints for vehicles. Like the next one you're gonna find, spoiler alert, is gonna be a boat.
Yeah.
That makes you
leave. It's the larva boat, right?
Yeah, exactly. And as you can sort of see here on the map, there's...
We shouldn't spoil it before we play it.
No, but I'm just making a point here.
I know.
Yeah, so you need a boat to get off this little plateau here.
Yeah.
And there's another salvage station, and that shows you how to build a boat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you sort of realize what's good about building a boat and how to do it. And the same process goes on and on for airplanes and helicopters and all the stuff that you could imagine that you want to build, because you can build it here in this amazing game, right? So
is there sort of like a didactic, I don't know how to say that, like a detective, or sort of like the knowledge of learning incorporated into the system when you...
Yeah, I guess you could say that, because you like showing players how to do it and then letting them do it. I think that's the best way of learning, right?
Yeah.
So you sort of definitely get some knowledge. And I myself had to figure out how an airplane turns best with the flaps and the like all that.
I've not even gone to them. I'm still here. This is my gameplay.
And luckily we have really clever guys here that knows all about physics.
In the chat as well. Yeah.
In chat as well. So they can teach me, so I can teach you. Yeah, hopefully.
Alejandro is also saying that he also plays Trailmakers on weekends because he's not a dev. We're all devs, Alejandro, says Sebastian. Jacob says, I remember the first time I played Stranded, I just had one vehicle with like 40 headlights on it. I ain't gonna get hurt by enemies if they're blinded as I arrive.
That's good thinking. Right?
I wish it was possible
I feel like
to
I
use...
have too few headlamps now that you said that like that.
Yeah, more lamps.
More lamps.
More lamps. Oh,
right,
that's a meme idea for you there, right, guys? Because we've started making meme challenges in the Discord. Okay, so like in Gothic 1 AD, strafing was stopping the failing and saving character from certain death, which was very neat. And also Mr. Naris is saying, I wish it was possible to use Stranded in Space map as a sandbox map.
That's true. Yeah, once you picked up everything, you can still get in here. I know we have some nice players like Dino Master. He likes to build awesome dinosaurs, and he told us that he likes to go in here and just use his dinosaurs because it's the best map for showing it off and things. So really pleased about that it can be used for other things than just completing the campaign.
Oh, and Jacob's actually talking about something about the gold bugs, and I still haven't figured those out. So maybe
not the gold.
I hope we encounter one of those, because I really want to hear about like what's the idea behind them. But like pick up some more samples.
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of the first challenges of where you have to sort of be like, okay, this is a little bit annoying, right? I can't really reach it like this.
Do you want to hear what I did the first time?
Yeah.
I jumped.
I was just about to say that you could jump, but
I got out of the car and I jumped.
That's not the intended solution.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. You should build something like
a pointy finger on your fork.
Exactly.
So basically it goes from a fork to a claw.
The
claw.
The claw.
Yes.
Or
maybe it looks...
enough? This is not enough.
No, you need to make it higher.
You sometimes you get amazed by how big the world actually is.
Yeah.
Because your vehicle is kind of big, but the dude you're playing is super small.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, this is big, right? This should be enough. It's too big. Oh no.
I made a scoop for this one, says Captain Clutch. That's also a good idea. But this is what is so fun about it. Like, people will have different solutions to the problem, and they will work.
And I think it's all right if you jump out of your car and just push it down yourself. Bam.
For that, I just pushed up the scrap with my character. Same.
You know what's better about this strategy, though? Is that if you fall down here and you land on your fork, the fork will break, but you will be all right-ish. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so basically you created yourself a ledge rather than dying.
Sort of, yeah, exactly. Maybe this is a good time to show that you can make quick blueprints, sort of transformation slots. So if I save this as one of them, and then move this, and then save this,
as another
That's
one.
another one.
Save as
I don't
fork.
know. All right.
There's one called the fork, one called the claw.
Yeah. It's just called blueprint. But then again,
You get F for originality there, Bo.
thank you. I'm a busy man. I don't have time for naming, you know. But I need this power core.
This is why I'm the communications manager. Okay.
More power. Thank you.
I did it again. I
Yep.
keep saying communications manager when I
but-
speak English. It's community manager. It's even.
Communication manager.
I'm not a communications manager. I'm the community manager.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, but it's not true. Okay.
More engine power. Thank you.
I kind of cheated a lot during Stranded in Space. Ooh,
Oh,
says
no.
Mr. Norris. Using build mode to teleport to places that were too high or just pushing scrap. Oh no! Game breaking.
I don't feel like that's cheating actually.
Okay.
I think if you're playing it and you feel and you're progressing and you're doing it like the whole point of the game is that you should do it your own way. And if you jump out of the car, push the salvage down, you did it.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. There's
No.
no wrong solution. There's only solutions. Right?
Wow, that's so pedagogical of you to
Thank you.
say, Bo.
But I think that's kind of the point
Yeah.
about the game that it's open ended and you can do it like you want to do it. So
I want to go up there.
up there,
Get me that one.
this one.
No, actually, yeah, and I also like. Okay, yeah. So the golden blobs are basically just blobs with gold.
You know, no, I did mention Zelda Breath of the Wild ones, right?
Yeah.
But one thing I think that I also got from that game is this the glow that they give, right? You can sort of
Yeah.
look around and you can sort of make your own points of interest and be like, I want to go there. That's
Yeah.
a big glowy thing that
It's
I
the
wanna get.
nudging thing
Right?
again.
And that's sort of like it's up to the player to look at them and decide where to go. And that's I think it's a good thing. As another roller, I know from seeing speedruns that there's a strategy in just nudging this, and it will actually roll all the way down to that station down there.
Oh my
if you're
god,
lucky.
that's a good tip because I spent ages trying to
Yeah. Don't overdo it. Just
kill a chicken.
the chicken. That's no. It got away. I think. Save the chicken. Why not?
I know, Captain Clutch. I really do.
I don't think I nudged.
I'm the
him
new.
out.
I'm new. I'm new. I need to still. I'm in training still.
Yeah.
I've only been here for a month, so
You'll learn to enough.
I think.
So
I'm,
this is another salvage station. Just gonna unlock it now.
No, you missed.
No, I missed it. No problem. I'll just fix it by putting it on.
Oh my god! And I spend so much time when I play this, just going like.
And you can do the repair. Yeah.
Okay, you did it.
And now we have because we unlocked this station. I believe we got we just got this block.
Which means we can now go on water.
But we also got the blueprint for. No, I guess we didn't.
You can press the blueprints in the bottom here.
That's right. You can actually see.
I am
all,
teaching you.
time and all that.
Okay, I did pick up some stuff.
All of this good stuff is all the blueprints that's gonna teach you how to build cool
Yes.
vehicles in our game, right? And of course, this spaceship is the ultimate goal of building that, which is just a way of going up out of the planet. But what we actually want to do now is get the blocks for this one. And when I hover over it, you can see I'm missing the large hinge and the underwater propeller.
Yeah, so basically the exclamation marks in this little tooltip is telling you what you need to find in terms of salvage next.
Yes.
And also, how do you, is there any inclinations on the map where you can actually see?
If you may have noticed that there is actually these markers here, and it just says unknown salvage. If
Yeah.
I was been close enough to it, it would have scanned it, and it would have been telling me what exactly was in here. So
I didn't even know it did that.
See, that's the large hinge
Large
right
hinge?
there.
Wow.
Very nice, very nice. And now it says large hinge on the map. So I'm just gonna go.
I missed
with-
that detail when I was playing it.
Yeah, but it's also like once you're close enough to scan it, you're about to move it, and it's not that important.
So actually a way of like, so you could actually kind of configure the way you want in which order you do just by getting closer to the salvages if you even haven't built something to...
Maybe if we are looking for the underwater propeller now and we realize that's not the underwater propeller, maybe we don't really want to move it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's funny how you pick them up in the exact same order that I do. Does everybody go in that order? Is that how you design it? Or is it just
I think not. I think that's
our thinking?
our thinking. Must
Okay.
be. Look at that. It's the underwater propeller.
Someone is annoyed. Subkid Hun is saying lamps are not symmetrical. Also, hello, Subkid.
Is that? Oh
And
my
Isaac
God, you're
is
right.
here and says,
oh my
now you
God,
can add-
I'm sorry. You're totally right.
And Bastian
I'll
Britt
fix
is
it right
here.
away.
Hello.
How's
What did
that?
you do? What did you
There
do?
was one missing out here. She was totally right. But it
Yeah.
should be good now. We could add some more. Just I know there's some back lamp, but it's always nice to be able to see what's going on behind you, right? Like this.
Dead behind.
That's good. So this block is actually bigger. If you may notice, it's big and heavy, and it's kind of like if I hadn't found 2 more engines, I wouldn't have enough engine power to actually push this block.
I remember not having
So you see
understood.
it's
I
actually-
picked it up and then I didn't put it on my car, and then
Yeah, and then you go slower and you can't.
I got so annoyed.
So that's kind of like a way to gate people to.
Oh, and also you're moving in sand here.
Yeah, that's true. That's different surface,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit more slidey, you could say, than
Slippery.
Slippery.
Slidey?
Slidey, not slidey. I guess.
I tried different orders, but some are not very efficient, says Flamio. So most people probably develop their own order of taking parts and building stuff, true. Sand is better than grass, says Jacob. Okay, we got another blueprint. We got both of them
We got
now.
them.
So
Yeah.
now we've got a larva van.
You can see, by the way, an interesting anecdote may be that we spend a lot of trouble in the fact that you cannot swim in the water, right?
Yeah.
You can't be in the water.
Yeah, you just go down.
But if you want to build a boat, it's kind of annoying if you build a boat on land and then you can't get it into the water,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was actually a problem.
That was a lot of annoyance to us, and then we were like, how to solve this?
That's actually what I did. I didn't even realize we had the blueprints when I played this the first time. So I actually did try to build. I built a boat
Yeah.
and put pontons on it, and then I was like, and then
I gotta get into the water.
and then
But
I
you
couldn't
know
get into it, and it was
What's
a
the
whole.
solution? Obviously.
So I
has
have a
to
lot of
be-
hours in the game. I just don't have a lot of progression.
Is of course to put wheels on your boat, right?
Yes.
Everybody could.
Everybody uses wheels on boats.
Of course they do.
The wheels on the boat go round.
And see, now we found this medium ponton, which floats in water and everything that's attached to it. So if you don't have enough, you'll sink. So that's kind of like if I add a lot of blocks to my boat, it will be heavier, and I need to add more pontons. And of course, our underwater propeller that gives us forward speed in water.
in the water. See, this is something I didn't understand with the. Okay.
So
You just explained some stuff I didn't actually know about the propellers.
as well as this hinge here, which isn't absolutely necessary, but it's
It makes it easier to steer.
makes it easier. And you can see the front engine is also on the part that turns, which makes it better at turning.
Ah, that's a good tip.
I have an important point to make here about the design of this, because I actually feel pretty happy about it. Because this area is where you find the necessary blocks for building a boat, right? And as you can see, there's something interesting going on over there in the horizon.
Yeah, it's red.
Right, so the most obvious place for the player to build their first boat is in this area. And there's a point to that, I don't know that, because, spoiler alert, you're gonna find the magnet over there. And that's exactly what I'm hoping for the player to do, because the rest of the game gets a
This
lot
is
easier.
where I got to. So this is actually where I've left off in my game.
I should have asked you then, I guess. Where do you want to go from here?
No, you're the driver.
And then you should have said, that island there looks interesting. And that
Oh.
would have made my point
I want to go up
exactly.
there. I want that one.
No!
No,
Dang it!
we're not gonna do it in that order. We're staying afloat.
I'm staying afloat. That's
Caparino says, "Wait, pipes float." And hi, Caparino. Nice to see you here. If things that should happen don't happen, it's cause it's an alien planet. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so people are making their own lore now.
yeah, exactly.
The heck?
That's
I gotta
fine.
reinstall. You uninstalled the heresy. Candid eyelid selection. Is that to me? I guess it is.
Island selection.
Eyelid selection.
Yeah, I guess you can actually see. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Oh, there's stuff on the. I didn't see it. This is brand new. This is boiling. Okay. I gotta accept my fate now,
So
that
now-
I'm
now
actually
you're like-
getting further than my own game.
How am I gonna get down there? You think, right? There's stuff
Swim!
down there. Swim, but you know there's You do really want me to try to swim?
No, I don't want to die.
Deep water.
No.
You know there's piranha fish and all that stuff down there.
What? There's piranhas?
There is.
That sounds scary.
I'm gonna get to Safety Island and I'm gonna demonstrate to you why it's not good to swim.
Okay. Yeah, you need a new save game before you do that.
Yeah, save point, right? Because once I'm on land, I'm pretty sure I get the... And also, when I activate this guy, it's kind of like a teleport point. You see on the map that I've already been to these guys. I can always just click them and go back there.
True.
So this makes it easy to get out here.
There were boatfish down there, says Sebastian. And there's sharks. And ligma.
You think it's like, this is perfect for a swim. Now we're gonna go for an evening swim
Please
here.
save it before you do. Oh no. Okay, you can't swim. Can you dive? Oh. But piranhas.
No piranhas.
There's no
I'm
piranhas.
actually amazed there's no piranhas. Maybe they got removed then.
I don't think they're there anymore.
There are no piranhas.
No piranhas, but glowy stuff.
Glowy stuff.
The most scary thing about this is actually just that whenever I see the shadow of the character.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not very scary.
I'm a little bit sad there's no piranhas down here. You know what players are gonna be like? Well then, I'm just gonna swim. And I gotta spend so long time swimming across.
You know what I love about the animation of this? The little pity patter of the feet.
Not gonna get my tall hat wet. Swim like this.
Yeah, look out for the tall hat. Hans Christian Andersen would like scoff at you if you got it wet.
Exactly. So that block up there.
Oh, and Kevin Clutch, where's Hans Christian Andersen from? It's an inside joke. Hello, Slash Snipes. Good to see you. Spoiler alert: the submarine part is. Oh, well, we're not even. I'm not gonna. Yeah, in the old times there were piranhas. Okay, there was actually piranhas.
there were.
Always wondered why we had cannons, but no enemies for them. That's why. I've only seen them in the video because I installed the game like a month ago. Ah. Ooh. It's 5:52 a.m. for me, so I'm gonna go back to bed. But it's so good to catch some of the dev stream. Love you guys in your game. Oh, Camperino, you're the best. Get some rest.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in. Yeah, we need enemies, says Flamey.
I agree.
The legs on the the legs moving that fat base, it seemed like they're not even human. Are they human? I think Jacob's really into the lore.
I think it's a humanoid.
It's a humanoid. Yeah, I would say
Definitely,
like
right?
yeah.
Yeah, but you never know. Is she really from Earth? Maybe she's really an elf.
Maybe she's Maybelline.
Maybe she was born with it.
Oh.
Wow.
It's because she's worth it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Derailing our own stream.
Oh,
Yay! Electromagnet unlocked.
That's an awesome thing to
Where you actually there's one thing missing from this part in the sound design.
Hmm?
We gotta talk to Jeppe about that once we get there. We
Yeah.
need that whole
exactly.
when you unlock
Godlike,
like the big parts that sort of like really takes your game from
possibly like a ray of light. Like
yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
I think so.
The sky opening up and then a little angel choir coming.
Oh.
Why were the explosive monkeys removed again? There were explosive monkeys?
Oh yeah, the ghost monkeys.
What the hell?
I don't remember why they got. I think maybe there was just
I
like
want
too
it back.
annoying.
Oh,
Then
okay.
when we had like explosive monkeys in the night, I actually thought they
Ah.
were still in here. To be honest, I didn't know they got removed.
Because Earth doesn't have explosive monkeys. Well,
Like that. If you want to shoot anything, shoot the explosive monkey, right? That's what you want to shoot. But honestly, I think we should have. It could be nice with some cool enemies, like bigger enemies that you could actually hit, because that's some of the problem. It's kind of hard to aim with the cannons we have. So it could be really nice with some big creatures around the world. But you know, I had 4 months to build this entire world.
this is made in 4 months?
Yeah, so it was made really fast.
Wow.
And like all the design and all the shaping of the world was something I had to do myself. So there was a lot of that's my excuse, at least, for nothing. For if anything is not good enough,
It's just time pressure.
it's time pressure.
That's
You know,
always a good excuse.
Good old time.
Good old time. Mr. Norris has a good question. Why are magnets stronger or weaker depending on the location on the map?
What?
Are they?
I don't think they are.
Oh.
Stronger depending on the location of the map. I think the magnet is always
Same strength.
same strength, basically. It's not like
Oh, and we're not actually. I just want to remind you, we didn't actually use anything aerodynamics stuff yet.
I did actually do it, but I just removed it. But I'm gonna do it here now. You see?
Yeah.
It turned green, so that means I guess it's more important for the racing mode, right? But if you want to build a really fast racing car, it's important to make it aerodynamic.
True.
Goes faster. Now I got my magnet.
Oh, they got removed because of bugs, says Jimmy.
Ah, thank you, Jamie. Good old bugs.
Character bangs his head to the cabin sides quite often. Humans wouldn't survive that. Okay, more lore stuff. Some scraps are harder to get than others. Yeah, that might be it. Actually, size maybe.
That's probably it.
It's actually size rather than location.
This one is really small.
Yeah.
But the magnet is always like completely attached.
I don't know this. Show me.
Yeah. So now. Woo. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's not supposed to happen.
You have to build another.
I can just do it like this.
You can do a claw again.
I can just move it down a bit, I think.
Is
Hopefully.
that enough? Snout.
Little snap there.
Oh.
Have to be careful here.
Oh. There we go.
Got it. And I think just letting it go and grabbing it again would be a good thing. Like so.
Oh, you have to actually control, like
Yeah,
holding it. Okay.
I can actually go in here in the builder, and then you can click at this and the little wheel here. Then you can see space. You can also say, do I want to toggle? So do I want to hold the button the entire time? Yes, no. Should there be delay and stuff like that? If I want to fiddle around with special settings. And now I just have to being always on. Now I have another power core, and I feel like I really need another power core. We only have 3.
So we can go super fast.
Super duper fast. So now, by the way, as you saw before, there were interesting stuff underwater. And if we go into the builder, you may notice there's a sub called this sub. And we need for that a diving bell, buoyancy control device, and extra power cores. So extra power cores is actually very
4.
necessary. 4.
That's a lot of power cores.
Yeah, and we need 24 for that one. So.
And also we have to keep an eye on it because we actually have to only like one more salvage or so to pick up, and then we have to round up because it's already. Look how fast time flies when you
fine.
stream. Yeah, because we only have an hour.
Oh, nice. Which one do you think you should take?
I have no idea from now on. Okay, so I just look at them. Okay, let me try the nudging technique. Okay.
Where do we want to go? How do you feel like exploring?
Over there. That's a beam. That's where we were. Can we go on? Oh, yeah, we need to fly to get up there, right? Can we go on that island and see where that takes us?
Yeah, let's do that.
There's something in the water though.
Yeah, let's just take this our little
larva and then attach a magnet.
Exactly.
Wow.
Good thinking.
Wow.
Well, good team here.
Yeah.
Bam.
Damn. Oh. Yeah, Captain Clutch is actually saying need more magnets or bigger pieces. Push. Okay. The magnets aren't locked on. They have a pulling force. For example, I discovered the floating detaching bug thing that makes a giant carousel using the grabbing force aspect. You can easily see how magnets are stronger or weaker depending on the location on the map using railguns. Huh?
What's a railgun?
I have no idea. That's why I'm like, what?
Jamie, what's a railgun?
Yeah, what's a railgun? How did all the scraps land in specific places that are so perfect for a semi-linear process?
I wish
That's what I call alien TV show.
You know, aliens, they work in mysterious ways, so maybe they had a hand in, like, the alien meteor hitting the alien humanoid spaceship, as we now know it, right? They all sort of landed on tall peaks and stuff like that because of magnetism, I think.
You think it's it?
Yeah, that could definitely be an answer. That's one answer, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is you can make up your own answer.
If you wanna. There's no right or wrong answer. That's the whole point of the game, right?
Yeah, figure it out. Make your own game.
Make your own game.
Build your own story.
I think if you have a good answer, let us know.
That's never something I thought about in this game. I mean, I picked up on the whole like you can build it on your own and the pace is like your own kind of thing, and you can like that's the gameplay.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, like, you can actually use this world to create your own, like, you can completely create your own stories once you have all the stuff, like all the blocks. You can just use it to tell stories. You can
Cargo is required for your spaceship.
Yes, whatever you want.
Buildings
That's a good
or-
point. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
you can inhabit the planet.
Inhabit the planet. You can even make your own buildings if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Have a port.
Now the game is actually telling me I have one unused power core.
So it's nudging you
That's
to say like, what, you weenie?
What? I could be going
could
faster.
go faster.
Why are you
yeah.
not going faster, player?
Wow, that took me forever. See, this is good because we've been an hour through this, and it took me 6 hours to get to this point.
But there's a lot of learning and like just
it's a steep learning curve.
the
Is it continuously? Oh, maybe we shouldn't spoil it because we do have the rest of the gameplay to in the campaign to show. But is it a continuous learning curve or is it more steep in the beginning?
I guess there's a little hump to get over.
Yeah.
Once you're into how the builder works and then you can sort of construct what you want.
Yeah, because then you've learned it.
Then you sort of into the game and you can start building, right? But then when you start to build an airplane or something like that, you sort of have to be like, okay, so how does an airplane actually work?
Yeah.
Right? And that's the cool thing about the game, that it actually emulates real physics like that.
Yeah.
So there's some learning in like figuring out how an airplane works.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
And we've actually gathered a lot of questions on Twitter. We have a tweet post going up that went up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Where we're asking people the stuff that they actually want to know, or new players were thinking when they started playing the game.
Yeah.
So we're kind of picking up on those. But actually, it's a little more advanced than for this session. That's why I haven't brought any of them.
That's
I have them noted here.
Note it down.
My Twitter questions. Yes. Oh, we have more people here. Who are these peeps? Where's Jamie? I am Kaya.
I'm Bo.
Bo is the designer on Trailmakers.
I am the god who made this world.
Aww. And I am the community manager on Trailmakers. And this is the live stream.
The communication, you mean?
No. No.
No. Got it.
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, the command isn't working. I don't know why it's not working today. I have set it up. It is turned on. I don't know what's happening. We'll figure it out for you until next time. Rail guns are magnetized guns. So there are no aliens watching you progress like monkeys in a zoo. They're still
Maybe there
making
are.
lore up here.
Maybe there are aliens. Maybe just maybe the chickens are the aliens.
The chickens are the aliens.
You
That would make sense.
Don't underestimate.
I mean, the chickens do not look natural to me.
Exactly.
I mean, I've never
They're
eaten a
hanging
purple.
out. They're
I've never seen
suspicious.
a purple chicken.
Why are there only chickens in this world? You know.
Yeah,
What did they do to everything else?
that's a good question. Kazato's asking, and how does the meteor in the cutscene before the game starts stop spinning on one direction and start spinning the other? It's in a vacuum.
Oh.
This is not logic.
Space logic. Alien logic.
Is that going to be your answer to everything?
I think magnetism is my answer there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magnetism.
And aliens.
So is this the final piece of salvage, or do we pick up one more?
That's up to you.
This
I got
was
the buoyancy control, right? That's what we wanted.
I have no idea what that is.
That's very important if you want
Okay.
a submarine. Then
So-
you can start working on the water.
So before you explain that, I just want to say to chat that Bo is going to explain this, and then we actually have to wrap up the stream and we have to say goodbye. But and then we will, just so you're warned.
All right.
The stream is ending in like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Go ahead, explain us the buoyancy component. What is it?
Buoyancy. Oh, they've got plenty of stuff. Another aerodynamic guy.
Oh,
The buoyancy down here.
control device.
I can just put it. It doesn't make sense yet because we also need.
I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to explain it. Remember, I am noob.
All right. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
It's full now, right? Now it's empty. So what it does is the same thing as the buoyancy with the pontons that we have on it.
Yeah.
But we can control it. You can say, I want to be floating. I want to not be floating.
So there's air inside it.
It's kind of like yeah.
Yeah.
So what is
It's
really
a controllable balloon device.
good? Exactly. You know, like a U-boat. It takes in water to go deeper and then puts it out again.
Right.
Something like that.
Mhm.
I think so. And then we need the underwater seats because this seat, if we go underwater with this seat, we're just gonna get thrown out of the vehicle.
Really?
Yep. So I could, for instance, it could be an interesting experiment to say, let's just try and remove these guys. Boom, 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 and then replace them with this guy. Boom.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. So now you see, I float like before, but if I empty them out, I'm gonna sink. And once I sunk a little bit, I just got kicked out because I'm using the normal seat. I wanna.
Oh, you gotta use a different seat because
There's like a that's wrong button. As you can see here on the sub, you can sort of see it. There's a round seat that we want. We are missing the diving bell, right?
But we need more power cores.
And we need more power cores also. So I'm just gonna. I kinda actually know where the underwater seat is. This diving bell.
Spoiler alert! Another one.
So maybe we should go get that, and that will be the end of it.
Yes, I think that's a good plan.
All right. So if I do remember correctly, that's what I want to say. It should be out here. And there's a little challenge to it even because it's in a hole.
Oh, there's butterflies.
And there's butterflies.
I have never seen the butterflies.
Beautiful butterflies.
It's beautiful butterflies. Ah. Yeah.
Ah, very nice.
Whoa, that's okay. Yeah, but see, I recognize it now because I've seen it in the master builds. How did you do that?
What? Physics. Pro gamer. That's how I roll, you know.
That's a flex.
Yeah, that's just flexing my wheel skills. So that was a really hard challenge there to find out how to get that out of the hole. You can.
Oh, hi, Tammy. Wow, Daddy's here. And also, Mr. Maris, a railgun is a gun made of thing. Hello. And they're just discussing the magnets versus railguns and buoyancy devices. Pro soccer players make Trailmakers. What? Ah, because he did the yeah. It's a soccer player mechanic. You know when they do that to the ball, when you flip it, that's basically what you did with your car.
That's a good point.
That's a pretty big flex, bro.
I do actually play football, so.
Also, it's a little confusing. Like Bojangle and Bo is not Bo.
That's like I feel like he stole my name. Honestly, I was Bo first, but I'll allow it since I think he's a really nice guy. So it's good.
So you have to have, if you have to work here, you have to be either named Bo in some form or look like Jamie or Sebastian. Is that like basically what we're picking up so far?
That's the rule in general. Yeah.
You got it.
Got it. But we still need some power cores, so I guess that's
for next time.
That's for next time. Yeah, they are scattered throughout the world. So
I learned so much like from this.
That's good.
And I'm so glad I got to ask all my stupid questions.
There are no stupid questions.
No, that's what I always say.
Right?
Yeah, there are no stupid questions. We actually have another developer coming in for the next one in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for coming, Bo.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure. Take care, guys.